Statistically speaking, our kids might die earlier than their parents because of lifestyle choices such as decreased physical activity. At Henderson, we've seen up to 100 cars a day in the morning with kids being dropped off at school. I really worry that a child is going to be hit by a car. It can get very busy out there. If parents parked a block or two away from school, they could walk with their child just a short distance to the school. That would result in less traffic and pollution and ultimately make the school area much safer for everyone.
Active school travel is very important now more than ever because 62% of children are being driven to school where most children can either walk or take the bus to school. There are many consequences because of this. Children breathe faster, their lungs are still developing, putting them at risk of consequences from air pollution. Research shows that actively getting to school can decrease anxiety and depressive symptoms in children. Children who walk to school tend to be more active throughout the day, whether through organized sports or unstructured active play.
My family moved to Canada from Holland 6 years ago, and I'm still shocked that driving children to school is the norm here.
Active school travel involves walking and cycling to school, and when children are younger, walking school buses, whereby children walk along set routes with trained volunteers, can help parents and students feel comfortable walking to school.
Depending on the season, our children bus to school, but we walk them to the bus stop. And if we have opportunity to bike or walk, we will. Physical activity that active school travel provides is important, but it's also an opportunity to be social and provides children with a sense of independence, being able to get themselves from A to B.
At James R. Henderson, most of the children can walk to school, and the children that can't walk are assigned a bus. In order to affect change, it needs to come from within the school. You need a group of volunteers that are dedicated to implementing active school travel. One of our parents, Jeremy DaCosta, was instrumental in helping us.
We started with local school data. We looked at how many students were presently coming to school, where they lived, and used that as a basis for determining the right strategies to encourage students to walk, cycle, or take the bus. Through this, we confirmed that there were a number of critical sidewalk connections that were missing along preferred routes, which didn't allow our kids to safely walk to school.
Last year, we approached the City of Kingston with a plan. We targeted key streets and lobbied for sidewalks along those paths. We were successful in achieving a sidewalk that leads right up to the school on a busy street where we didn't have one before.
Rural settings are not always ideal for walking and cycling, in which case most students are assigned a bus. Encouraging this is still a part of an active school travel plan.
If we're going to encourage kids to engage in active school travel, we need to ensure the resources exist.
At Henderson, we know the biggest factor in parents driving their kids to school is their work schedules. That's something that we can't help and they can't either. But I think awareness is the key. Discussing challenges and barriers, asking questions and coming up with solutions together is an important part of changing behavior.
I understand the hesitation parents have towards active school travel. There's a natural tendency to worry about the safety of your children. Dropping your kids off in front of the school is easy. Children don't get cold, they don't get wet, but when children actively get to school, they have had a chance to socialize and move, and they are ready to learn.
The message we're trying to send to other parents is, when kids come to school together, there is safety in numbers. We can support an active transportation model when we work together and do it together.
Don't be afraid to start small either. We only had 20 kids that participated in the walking school buses last year, but that was 20 kids that were walking to school, and we are very proud of that.
We know it's not always possible, but it's our hope that parents, schools, and communities will start looking at active school travel as a life skill to teach our children and find opportunities for students to walk, cycle, or take the bus to and from school.